I only touch greatness.
Hey, this is John Rocker, former closer of Atlanta Braves. I will be coming up on the next episode of I Only Touch Greatness.
So you had originally committed to Georgia. What made you choose to go pro?
John Schuerholz is a hell of a salesman. Yeah, I didn't do myself any favors. My senior year, I did nothing. Of course, had no coaching, no advice, no instruction. There's something called signability, and when the scouts are talking to young players, specifically high school players that do have options in college, things like that, they're going to make sure that if we draft you, you're going to sign. We're not going to just piss away a draft pick on you. And I didn't think I was ready to play pro ball. I didn't think I was good enough just yet. Always wanted to play at Georgia. In college, I think it's still the same today, but back then it was 11.7 scholarships for a whole 25-man roster. And Georgia gave me a 95% scholarship, so basically a full ride to Georgia. And I was like, yeah, that's just where I want to be. And, I kept telling all, I would have scouts call my house 2-3 days a week, and Milwaukee scout or Toronto scout or whomever, about 2-3 times a week. Mom, was a Dodger scouts on the phone, so I'd let them in the room and talk to them. And I would tell all of them, if you draft me, I want to go to Georgia. I don't think I'm ready to play. I mean, it's really just kind of motherfuck myself. Looking back now, it should have been, Dodgers, I always want to play for Brewers. I always want to play for Brewers. That's my favorite team. I should have been saying stuff like that, but I didn't. Projected to be a top 5 round pick and dropped to 17th because of that, I think. And then I had some a labrum issue my junior year as well. So a little bit of injury history. And so the Braves draft me. I go on to play American Legion that summer, and John Schuerholz and Chuck Lamore, who was assistant GM, they came to almost every one of my starts. They would drive from Atlanta to watch, my fat ass pitch, and a little high school baseball field that had stands that could hold about 100 people. And you look up, there's Schuerholz in his suit, nagging me. And I actually ended up going to Athens and going through orientation, getting my class schedule, the whole deal. And about a week before school started, Schuerholz invited me up to work out before a game. And so I got to go in the clubhouse. This is in 93, so 91, 92 World Series. I actually gone to a couple of World Series games, and there's Deion Sanders, there's Dave Justice, and there's Sid Bream. Oh my God! And you're just 18-year-old kid, you're like, holy shit, man! And I'm sitting there, in a spare locker, getting dressed and taking a shower, and like, wow, this is awesome. And got to throw in the bullpen on the field with Leo, and after I threw and worked out and shagged for fly balls and all that stuff on Fulton County Stadium. Went to get dressed. My scout walks in. He's like, yeah, Schuerholz wants to see you in his office. Like, all right. So walked up there and just pushes a contract across the desk. He's like, you ready to sign this thing now? All right, give it to me. Yeah, I'll sign it. And then, it was I guess tempered jubilation. I'm like, awesome. But oh shit, what the hell did I just do? Am I really ready for this shit, And then another epiphany hit me on the way home. Oh, fuck, I've got to call Steve Weber up, Georgia's head coach, and tell him, no, school starts next Monday. I ain't going to be there. You just give me almost a full scholarship. And now it's going to be a wait. You're going to play your whole season with only 10 and a half scholarships. I had to call him up the next day and be like, yeah, coach, I'm not going to be there. I'm signing with Atlanta. So, obviously was quite pissed. But then to add to the story, what was it? That was in 93. So 99, we're playing the Yankees in the World Series. And I'm sitting there with a few other guys just having a drink at the lobby bar at the Grand Hyatt in Manhattan. Tap on the shoulder, turn around, Steve Weber, Georgia's old manager. And he was actually scouting for the Yankees now. And so we sat there and talked a few minutes. He's like, boy, I was pissed at you when he called. I was like, I guess you made the right decision, though. I'm like, yeah, I think I did. So it kind of came full circle.
Oh, did you sign? You didn't sign with Atlanta as a free agent, because I found a stat. I think there was draft day, and you went 18th round in '93, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You were drafted though by Atlanta in 1993, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 18th round. I had that stat. Where were you drafted?
What do you mean?
Like, where were you? Do you remember being? Were you there at the draft? There,
they didn't do that back then. No, actually, I was on At my American Legion baseball practice.
Okay.
And dad never came to practice. Why would he? When I see Dad's car, rolling up the park, I'm like, oh shit! I'm not. I know it's draft day, and he comes walking the fence and meet him over there. He's like, got drafted by Atlanta, and but he told me this in the 18th round, 17th pick. He told me that I got fucking pissed. I'm like, really? 18th stinking round? He's shitting me. I was a little upset about that, but again, I didn't do myself any favors when was talking to scouts. Literally said, "Don't draft me. I'm going to play at Georgia." What a stupid way to promote yourself, idiot.